I can see the stars align, dance around the moon every night. And now my eyes are open wide, and the sky has never looked so bright. And I don't need to see the road to believe, yeah. 'Cause this is where I'm meant to be, I believe. And I feel the magic, magic everywhere. It's all around us, it's in the air. And I see the magic, magic we can share. So much wonder everywhere. And I feel the magic, ooh. Can you imagine, ooh. And I feel the magic, ooh. Can you imagine, ooh. And I feel the magic. It's all around us. And I feel the magic. It's all around us. There's wonder on this winding road in front of me, yeah. 'Cause I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And I feel the magic, magic everywhere. It's all around us, it's in the air. And I see the magic, magic we can share. So much wonder everywhere. And I feel the magic, ooh. Can you imagine, ooh. And I feel the magic, ooh. Can you imagine, ooh. And I feel the magic. It's all around us. And I feel the
It is all around us, isn't it? And have you got your popcorn? Are you all settled in and ready for Soul and Beyond tonight? Because I can tell you, I have got some really awesome stuff to bend your mind, shift paradigms, make you frown, might even make you cry. Who knows? Hi, for those of you who are new, I'm Gwenda, your host of Soul and Beyond. And to all of my beautiful people that join me every week, Jackie Hall, Lisa Murray, Kristen Chapman, Karen Mack, Mandy Young, how are you? And thank you for being here. I have got lots of excitement for you tonight. And for everyone watching on YouTube, please do say hello. You can still comment there. And if you come back to watch the replay, hi to you also, and I hope you settle in with your popcorn or crystals or dragons, maybe fairies, who knows? And who knows who's going to pop in with us tonight. So not only do the words in that song, Can You Feel the Magic, really capture everything that I want Soul and Beyond to be for you. Not only that, it has a beautiful resonance to the heart energy. It lightens the mind, lightens the mood, and gives a little skip because it's got a beautiful beat. It's a happy tune. Not only do I use it for those reasons, but it also gives you a chance to get ready, to let you settle in, quieten things down around you, and be able to be present. Not present as in get a present, be present, be here. Why does that even matter? Well, on Soul and Beyond, you receive the most amazing energetic shifts through energy. You also receive healing if that's what you are looking for or you're hoping for. And that could just be because you've had a really heavy day and you would just like for your pizzazz to come back or to sleep well. Maybe you're watching on the other side of the world and you just want to have a really good day. So the energy that is exuded and comes through to you does all of that for you. It is also a way of helping you understand how important the energetic connection is that we hold between each other and everything in this world, every living thing, which does make me go, oh, really? Snakes, scorpions, tarantulas, redbacks? Yes, yes, we have a connection somehow because everything is energy, even down to these things, the desk, the computer. They are still energy, and they are a creation of our own projection. So if you find that you have got a terrific amount of clutter around you, or you are really restricted in your living space, well, then the question would have to be, what am I doing with my energy? Where am I at in myself that this is what I am projecting into a reality? Or scary, hey? Now, some of you are probably hankering to know, are you in the 5 that will get a beautiful cosmic blast? And tonight, that cosmic blast is going to be from either or both Archangel Gabriel, because that is the archangel that has worked through me for decades, for 4 decades, lifetimes. And also, I called upon Archangel Metatron tonight because the topic that came forward when I was sitting this afternoon contemplating and asking, what would you like me to bring forward to our viewers? Good evening, Ailish. Great to see you here tonight. Thank you. And it's quite a big topic, so I'm so glad I asked. But Metatron is the archangel that can really assist with this because, you know, he is like, he kind of sits there in a different space to the other archangels, and he oversees them, as do a couple of others. But also he and his brother Sandalphon are known to be the only 2 archangels that were actually human. Now, if everyone gets excited, no, you're not going to get your wings to be an archangel, probably not even an angel. In fact, I'll cross the word probably out. This is live, Michelle. Good evening, Michelle. Why are you asking, is it a recording? Now I'm curious. So Metatron is the one that that I resonated with and could feel when I was hearing about what we're going to be talking about tonight. It's going to be really cool stuff. And as I said, may bend you out of shape a little bit, but that's what's good for you. Because part of what we're going to talk about is being caught in the lower frequencies of this world that really hamper your soul's growth. So, excuse me, got a little tickle there. Now then, a couple of words to say to you too, just to think about. Betrayal, abandonment, resentment, anger, sadness, disappointed. Any of those things ring a bell with you? Just keep an eye on them. Oh, I see. Thank you, Michelle. I wonder why. Anybody else try the website? I think everyone else has come through that way. But glad you were able to make it, Michelle. Good to see you here. All right, Mandy. Yes. Well, then tonight, my love, you will find some very interesting bits and pieces and guidance from Archangel Metatron. And that brings me to the first 5 people who get a lovely burst of guidance. And as I was saying, it will be either from or both Archangel Gabriel or Metatron or Metatron. Archangel Metatron, by the way, has a very different energy to the other archangels. It is a very masculine, if I put it that way, a very masculine energy, is therefore a very strong energy, but it's a very definitive, a very definite energy. It's almost like I am here. His presence is like that. So he has a beautiful energy, but very powerful. So who are the first 5? And do remember that to receive your beautiful gift of a smattering of guidance, a burst of guidance, you must still be here throughout the show. So first cab off the rank was Michelle Foster, then Karen Mack, then Lisa Murray, then Kat Gray. I haven't seen Kat come in this evening yet. And then Kristen Chapman. So those are the lovely people. If Kat comes in, she will be receiving her beautiful gift of guidance. If not, then it will be next one on the list of those who registered. And let me see who is that, because I did only count the first one. So let me just check for you. One moment. We might not like this. No, can't do it from there. I'll have to do it from up here. So let me see. Oh, did I disappear? Oh, Rosie. Good evening, Rosie. So, Michelle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mandy. Wow, Mandy. That means that you are our 5th one tonight. Rosie Whitehead, welcome. It's a delight to see you here. The other little piece of housekeeping, shall we call it that, housekeeping, that I want to bring to you tonight. Good on you, Karen Mack. Is about the International Spiritual Leaders Awards. And I wanted to thank all of you who may have nominated me, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't get to see who, but I do get to see what people wrote. And on the most part, I have been moved to tears. I have been astounded. It's been amazing. So for those of you who have really put forward the most beautiful reason why you nominated me as a spiritual leader in these awards, I can't thank you enough. This is really different for me to be involved in awards, and I wouldn't be if it wasn't for a long-time old client putting me forward for it, and they were so excited about it. So it's really something different. Now, if anyone is watching this evening and you would like to nominate me as a spiritual leader, is what I have been nominated, the category that I have been nominated in, then there is the link for you. And again, my deepest appreciation. It's been incredible. So to tonight's topic, it's actually a twofold topic, and it's very intense. So the evolution of humanity. Are you participating, sitting back, or resisting? Part 2 of that is the evolution of human consciousness. And again, are you a participant, or are you just sitting back, or are you resisting? This was what came forward as the topic for tonight, and this is why Archangel Metatron is the one to guide us through this and come through to talk to you about this, because they are two intertwined facets of human evolution. If I was someone who needed proof of things and evidence of things through science, then the evolution of humanity would be defined as the biological evolution, where the brain size changes. Sometimes I wonder about that. Where we have genetic mutations, where there's natural selection, where there is physical changes, the transition from hominids to Homo sapiens, cultural and social aspects, language, tools, technology, agriculture, cities developing, institutions, schools, medical, universities, churches, religions. All of that, if I was to come from a scientific stance, then the evolution of humanity would take into account all of those things. Did you get all that? Because it's really quite intense, and it's important to have this distinguished difference, and it is distinguished. Now, as I said, if I was to come from a scientific stance, that's what I would be looking at as the evolution of humanity. The evolution of human consciousness, again, coming from a science perspective, would be looked at as cognitive complexity, sensory awareness to abstract reasoning, and imagination. Now, for those of you who have worked with me for some time or know me through lives and things, you know that I do not come from the scientific stance, because for me, when it comes to higher consciousness, God consciousness, Jesus Christ consciousness, archangels, angels, science has no place in any of that. And yes, it can be used as an excuse, and it is most certainly used as an excuse for understanding in current time, more so than ever. But that is not where I sit. So, the evolution of humanity from where I sit with the archangels, remembering we have Archangel Metatron and Gabriel here, the evolution of humanity is about the evolution of the entire beingness that is called humanity. The evolution of it, where it becomes so beautifully integrated that it touches everything on its external world. You see, in the scientific side of things, the evolution of humanity is external and collective progression of the species. Sounds great, and to the mind makes a lot of sense. Well, I know that to heal yourself, to have connection with your soul, to have connection with God, there's no room for any of that, because all of that is of the mind. And it's fine and dandy to learn things according to theory of science. But when you want to understand how you participate in the evolution of humanity from the soul, then it's entirely different. How are we going so far? Are you all still with me? I warned you, it's deep tonight. And there's a reason for that. These beautiful archangels, messengers of God, they don't come through for, something to do. They don't come through because they're bored. They come through with these very, very intense and important messages for you, because you are, yay, Mandy, thank you. You are a key asset and aspect to the evolution of humanity. And that's why I asked, are you participating in the evolution, or are you sitting on the sidelines, or are you resistant? I really want you to think about that tonight. And then when it comes to the evolution of human consciousness, this is where, on a deeply God-aligned level of consciousness, it means that you are learning, you are doing to learn to be. You are doing to learn to be in alignment, to listen to your soul, listen to its guidance, to be able to communicate with loved ones who are no longer here in this world, to be able to listen to and receive the signs, the guidance from all of God's messengers. So do you see the difference between a science-based approach to a truly authentic spiritual approach? They are entirely different. However, in both instances, they intertwine. So looking at it from the science perspective, the evolution of humanity is external, collective progression of the species. And the evolution of human consciousness is cognitive and complexity about the mind, the brain, the abstract reasoning, the ability to have sensory awareness. Neither can exist without the other. But where would you go? Where would you go as a collective race, a collective species, when you come at it and you sit in it in that definition, in that way? What would the growth be like? What would the evolution of the species be like if it was very external based and all about the creation of institutions like religion, governments, medical, school, where it's all about the physical changes, the cognitive awareness and sensory awareness of what the eyes and ears can perceive? What would it be like? Whereas when you are on the path of really sitting into knowing your true self, really sitting into and becoming everything that your soul is and what it came for in this incarnation, you are intrinsically connected to everyone else. Now, here comes the kicker. You are intrinsically connected, infinitely connected to your past selves, meaning your past lives, past family members, present self, and all the variations of you in this lifetime, because those variations become past versions of you in this lifetime. And of course, connected to your current family and family groups. And then there are your friends. You are intrinsically connected to your future self also. Whoa, how are you doing? Are you on the edge of your seat? Is your mind getting bent out of shape? Can you really feel the difference when we look at our want to really experience this life from an awareness of our soul, an awareness of what it is that we signed up for, that we agreed to? Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, it's tattooed on you somewhere. You did. Yeah, it's going to be a bit like that, Mandy. So the key aspects of evolution of human consciousness, when it is soul God aligned, is it is internal work. So I asked you at the beginning to think about the words abandoned, rejected, resentment, anger, betrayal. And the reason for that is all of those things are what trap you in a place where you cannot be a contributor to the evolution of humanity or the evolution to the consciousness of humanity. Because all of those things trap you in this material world, and they don't let the soul breathe. They don't let the soul be able to embrace and use its infinite wisdom, its infinite power. Now, if you are carrying any of those things and you're holding on to past experiences of what's happened with family members, with work colleagues, with friends, with neighbors, then you are anchoring yourself into that go nowhere cesspit. What would you rather be? Would you rather be a willing, incredible participant of the evolution of humanity and the evolution of the consciousness of humanity? Or would you just rather have to loop and loop, meaning that you get to live all that again and again and again and again? Could be 800 times until you finally give it up and say, no more. No more. There are teachings out there that tell you that when you are experiencing these things such as betrayal, abandonment, resentment, and deep hurt, being cheated on, things like that, that this is something your soul called in. Now, I'm going to say straight up, that's not necessarily true. But either way, what matters most is what you do with the situation, with those feelings. The keys, the absolute non-negotiable keys for being a contributor to the evolution of humanity and the evolution of human consciousness. Are you ready? Some of you will be like, oh, here she goes again, because kicking straight off the list is self-awareness. But I say self-awareness with brutal honesty. Not self-awareness that goes, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I get angry about that. Yeah, I know. My parents did, my sister did, my kids did. This person really let me down, and then nothing. That's not the kind of self-awareness that I'm talking about. With self-awareness comes accepting responsibility for your responses to those situations. 100% responsibility. Oh, ouch. That's a tough one, isn't it? Yeah, that's right, Mandy. Self-awareness is much deeper than just going, yeah, to things and then brushing it off. The other one, the other non-negotiable key is commitment. I know so many people who are, I'm going to call them spiritual weekend warriors. They're like the Dad's Army. Did any of you ever watch that? These people that, oh yeah, I'm on the spiritual path. I'm growing. I'm a spiritual person. Well, not today. I can't on the weekend. I'm busy. No, I can't do it that day. It's someone in the office birthday. No, my son's got something going on that week. Oh, I'll get to it. Spiritual weekend warriors. Another word would be pretenders, but that might be a bit harsh. The next key is intentional consciousness, where you live intentionally to hold a different resonance in your reactions and your actions. And that one's a tough one, and that would be a workshop all of its own. And then I've saved this one to last, because this is another one that everyone will say, oh, I do, Gwenda, I do. But I'm going to add a couple of words to the main word. And there's no way, I know there's no way you can say, yeah, that's me. So the final key in being a truly aligned, conscious, aware soul in divine alignment is, are you ready? Drum roll, genuine, authentic forgiveness. Oh, who cringed? I felt you. I forgive you. I'm all good. I forgave them. It's all good. Well, I forgave them with some conditional stuff to it. And I forgave them, but for pretty sure they'll do it again. Yeah, I forgave them, but I'm not sure about where we go from here. And I'm not saying that this is an easy one. Thank you, Lisa. It's a tough one. Yes, it is. It is. That's why I kept it to last, because it's most likely the hardest. Now I'm going to turn that around and say it's harder still for those who are weekend warrior spiritual people. Because when you live intentionally and you live consciously, there is no, oh, not today, no, not next week, no, there's something going on in the office, no, not that day. There's none of that. So when there's none of that, authentic, genuine forgiveness is easy. Because you see, you are living in a place of much higher awareness, and you are in an energetic, beautiful, energetic silken scarf of collective energy, of the same collective energy. So when you are in that space, it is much easier to attain all of those keys, to live those keys. But when you are caught up in the past, or you've still got past life stuff because you stayed in that cesspit, then it's going to be very hard for you to move out of it. And what often happens is it's like a bungee rope. You'll get so far and then twang, you're back at the start. Anybody experienced that? Where you think, I've made amazing inroads. Oh, I know myself so much now. I'm doing really well. And then whammo, you're right back to square one. Sound familiar? Now, what you're saying here, it's super tough. Forgiveness of self. Yes, Mandy, very much. Forgiveness is a two-way street. Yeah, nah, that is a tough one. Yes, Karen, it is super tough. Yeah. But why is it super tough? Because of our want to be right, because of our want to have the other person be in pain like they put on us, because of our want for our feelings to be justified, because of our want to hurt them. They hurt me, I'm going to hurt them back. And what's underneath all of it is our want to be loved, our want to be seen, and seen for who we believe ourselves to be, and to be cherished for who we really are. That's what's underneath all of it. So where do we go to start? We learn to love ourselves. We learn to forgive our human foibles, our human weaknesses. And we learn not to step into things like, I have to go and sort out my mother wound. I have to go and sort out my womb wound. I have to go and sort out my father wound. Or I have to go and sort out the family addictions. No. Step right away from all of that and just learn who you are. Investigate yourself with full honesty and kindness, empathy and forgiveness. And then you become a powerful participant in the evolution of humanity and the evolution of human consciousness. You also will then be living the life your soul wants to live, which means that when you depart this life, you can take the short line instead of waiting in the long line for everyone that's going to be coming back, because they are still holding themselves in the frequency of resentment, abandonment, hurt, pain, victim attitude. You will be in the shorter lane and you get through faster. You know, it's like knowing the bouncer at the nightclub, right? You sneak up and go, it's just me, and you go in quick. And then you come out the other side with a whole different life to live. But you don't have to wait till you're over there to do that. You can live a whole different life in any given moment simply by your choices. Simply by your choices in any given moment. That's it, Mandy. Heading for that short lane. That's the one. That's the one you want to be in. You want to be in that one where you know the bouncers and you can get in really easy. And I do like what Lisa has said here, for our feelings to be justified. Yeah. So that, sorry to be a party pooper, but that is one of the biggest holdbacks, and it's what will really anchor you into the cesspit of not being able to reach into a greater level of consciousness. That might not sound important, But if you want to live a life where things are so much easier to understand, easier to navigate, heal yourself with ease, then you will find the way around wanting to be justified. It's a very important point that Lisa has raised, and Mandy, and accepted for who we are, and also self-acceptance. That's right. The deeper work. The other thing is, when you do this deeper work and you really immerse into it and you embody it, you embrace it, so it is who you are, you shine a different light. You have a different energy. But could it be that when you do that, you affect the past, the present, and the future? Could it be? The answer is yes. Why? Because of energy. We are beings of energy, and energy knows no limits. You are infinite, and you are energetically connected to the past, the present, and the future all at once. More, there's another head spin, hey? So what I'm saying to you is, when you do your, Jackie, when you do your deeper work, you then bring healing to everyone else that's been on your path. Now, I'm just going to put in here, that does not mean that you can instantly heal a loved one. I am talking about energy that has been connected between the two of you in lifetimes where things haven't been too good. So when you are looking to be justified, when you are looking to be right, when you are looking to blame and hurt someone else, when you step out of that victim mentality and that ego part of yourself, the lesser human part of yourself, you step out of that, you raise your own frequency, and by doing that, you then change the energetic pattern between yourself and the other person or persons. And that shifts for everybody, and it brings healing for everybody. Simply amazing. Absolutely amazing. Something to think about. So, is there anything, Lisa, I just have to share this. All I can say to you, Lisa, is you definitely won't be on your own with that one. Mandy's already said she's coming back to listen again. It is a big night tonight. It's a big conversation. So you may well like to come back and have another listen. But thank you for sharing that, Mandy. Really, sorry, Lisa, really appreciate it. You're very welcome, Mandy. What's Jackie saying? Absolutely amazing shift to all. Yeah. Yeah, it is. And the other thing is that part of you that's in the cesspit of the human experience will be wanting to see proof, especially if you are here or science related. You want the proof. You want the theory. You want, want the laboratory rat. It's not going to happen until you go up there to your Akashic records, your library of life. Then you get to see it. But what will happen in this lifetime is amazing shifts in your life and even in your connection with other loved ones. And you know what? They're often so subtle and soft that you might not even notice them unless you are in that higher consciousness, awareness. You will not only feel it, your intuition will bring it to you. Everything comes into play. Can you see why I am so much more into the spiritual aspect of life than in that other box? And I know each to their own. Some people prefer that. That's fine. All I'm doing is differentiating why I sit in the preferred box of God's glory. You got this, Lisa. I'm going to put this. Lisa. Love it, love it, love it. And that's what Mandy's got to say for you, Lisa. Yay, yes, and that's a beautiful comment, Lisa. That's exactly right. You do not need the answers. You need, all of you only need to focus on your work, your inner peace, and your healing, because in doing that, you empower people you love, you enrich your own life exponentially. Absolutely amazing. So there you go. Absolutely awesome. I've had such a lot of fun with this topic, and I really would like to expand on it. So maybe it would be worth a half-day seminar. What do you think? Really, really short circuit your minds. Not really. Be amazing, wouldn't it? Yes, God's glory is magnificent, Jackie. That's right. So now, where do we go here? Yes, please. Yep. Thanks, Lisa. Mandy, cool. I think it would be a great fun seminar. Really would. It's there's a lot, and Karen, cool. There's a lot in it, and we would have a lot of fun in it too. But there would be such an incredible amount of healing out of it as well, which would just change your life so much, so much. Now I need to know, Michelle, are you still here? Karen Mack, Lisa, I know you're here. Kat Gray, I don't think you made it in. Kristen Chapman, are you still here? So, thanks, Lisa. I'll take that as a compliment. You know that theatre nurses were always, and doctors, oh, good, Michelle, thank you. Theatre nurses were always said that they had a weird sense of humour, not shared by other ward nurses. Right, so Michelle is here. Karen Mack, I know you're here. Lisa, I know you're here. Kristen Chapman, are you trying to swim, not sink for a while now, just floating? Good idea, Karen. Kristen Chapman, are you still here? Mandy, I know you're here. Kat Cray didn't make it in. So, Kristen Chapman, I can't see that you are here because I'm up to your beautiful blast of guidance. So let me just have a moment. Please settle yourselves in and really see if you can join in with the energy at this point, please. So we come together as if we are in a beautiful circle together to unite in our energy, and we unite from the heart. As if holding our hands out, we bring the energy forward from every heart into the center of the circle. There is now a fire that has been lit in the center of the circle, and this fire has been brought in by Archangel Raziel. Raziel is offering the fire up for you, for every one of you that would like to be able to transition any pain, any obstacles, and anything that has come through from this evening that maybe you are holding on to and it's time for you to release it. He offers the fire to you. Please embrace this moment and feel yourself sitting in this circle together, where our hands are reaching forward and yet they are united. Our hearts are united into the center. The fire sits below so that it is on the earthbound energy grid. And into there, you can throw anything, your past, a person's name, a vision, a feeling, anything that you are ready to release. See yourself as tossing it into the fire and seeing it burn away, knowing that our hearts combined together are in union, in pure love. And there is no greater strength, there is no greater power than hearts united. In these few moments of silence, you are left to throw whatever it is that you would like into the fire for it to be transformed into pure love and released. Feel the energy, feel your own heart, feel the hands connect, feel the warmth in your hands, the vibration. Sense yourself part of this beautiful circle of radiant God's light, healing light. We surround you all now in Archangel Michael's cobalt blue and in divine gold threads of light from each and every one of us through to our collective heart that sits high above the fire. In your mind's eye, visualize this, the fire, and there is a beautiful collective heart sitting right above, far above the fire, brimming in energy of pure love. Healing comes from this collective heart also. Messages now. Messages for Michelle. Michelle, your heart has been cracked open of recent by yourself in your own work. You are being recognized for that which you are attending. You need to tend to your own heart for things that you are holding on to from the past, letting go of hurts, particularly within the family. Your heart has been cracked open for times of old. It is now, and this is a poignant time now for you to release all of that and come into union with this collective heart that we sit with tonight. Karen Mack, you are receiving divine healing light through you tonight as your blood needs to be cleansed and allowed to flow more freely. There is some stagnation in your blood and a hold up, and this too comes back to the time of you being 3 years to 7 years of age. Let this go, release that time. It no longer serves you. Move yourself forward and embrace that child, Karen Mack, of 3 to 7 years of age. Embrace her in your heart. Let her sit in this beautiful collective heart of beautiful, pure love tonight that we hold between all of us in this circle. And so it is. Blessed be, released be, the child of 3 to 7 years of little Karen. And Lisa, coming to yourself, your stubbornness, there is still a want for you to hold very tightly to the material world. We encourage you to move out of this and to lift yourself into a sense of freedom. Let yourself be more at ease, moving away from conversations that are not those of the light that is going to serve you, being able to have your connection to your loved ones and indeed to your higher self. There is bondage around your ankles as if you have been trapped by those things that have taken place in your human experience. We say to you, you have the fire in front of you now, where you can place those things into the fire and let them be transmuted into pure love. And so it is. Mandy Young. Mandy, the passing and the release of the old times, old connections, and also of an age. Passing, the finishing of a life, the finishing of parts of your own life. These are all passings. And at the moment you are going through a major transition in yourself, in your own life, we ask you to let go. Let go and let us help you. Let us stand with you as you move through this huge transition that you are making your way through, and be ready to farewell those who are almost finished their time in this world. You will find that there is going to seem to be a few too many. Not all are close to you, but it will feel to you as if this is all you are hearing about. And we remind you, all things in this world come to an end. All life comes to an end in this world. It is the only way for the soul to emerge once again and for the soul to evolve. Be at peace in your heart. Let us hold you through this time, and so it is. Blessed be. Amen. The fire now burns down to embers. You can feel the cooling of the energy, and yet you can sense that you are still all connected. We bring the heart down to be at heart's level in each one of you. And that magnificent heart of combined love, pure love, is now held in each one of you, in your chest and throughout the heart chakra. Let yourself feel a sense of new energy, a sense of a new kind of love and peace. Please move your fingers and toes. If you had your eyes closed, allow them to come back into this space gently and softly. And breathe deeply. You can exhale through your mouth if you wish, or you can exhale through your nose. Oh, Kristen, you are here. Everyone else is released from the circle. Kristen Chapman, your message. You have many bindings around your entire body. Past lives and past selves of this life. Continue with the efforts that you are making. The creativity that you have begun is one of the ways that you can release the past. You are not yet ready or accepting of being able to release those who have hurt you. The bindings of that are strong around your center, which affects your sense of personal power, center of self. The bindings are also strong around your chest. Look after your lungs and your heart. Keep yourself strong and happy. Take yourself to places that make you laugh and bring you joy. Be with people who do the same. And when you find yourself venturing into a place of the past, be more aware and step back into the time that is the present. And so it is. Blessed be. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for being here. It's been a pleasure to be of service to you this evening. I know that for many of you there has been some mind-bending moments and some really interesting things that have come forward tonight. That's beautiful, Mandy. Thank you. And it's my pleasure. It is my absolute pleasure to be of service to you, beautiful girl. You're very welcome, Lisa. Very welcome, Michelle, Karen. It is a pleasure. I really enjoy sitting with you on a Tuesday evening. And yes, I think I should get busy with putting together a seminar on this wild, amazing topic from tonight. Well, you're so very welcome, Jackie. So glad you made it in. And I'll look forward to seeing you all next week. Where's my wonderful helper, Michelle? No, nothing on next week, is there, Michelle? No, we're only midway through the month. So everybody have a glorious evening and a magical day tomorrow. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Oh, I'm going to put that link there again, just in case. So there you are. There's that link, and much love.